What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? GM, GN, wherever you are in the world. So it's been a long time that I haven't done a video podcast. So it was sometime last year that I had done one. But after weeks of hiatus, now I am finally back doing this podcast again. So this is yours truly, Jeff Caceres, aka NomadFury, in collaboration with We Advertisers. So we have here our special guest for today's episode. So we have the co-founder of Astra Nova, Mr. Faizy Ahmed. So Faizy, welcome to the show.
GM. Thank you, Jeff, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here and share some alpha about what we cooking.
All right, and also I would like to say hello to all of our viewers and subscribers who are tuning in to our podcast right now with Astra Nova co-founder Faizy Ahmed. So I had to admit though, the first time that I have encountered Astra Nova for the first time, it was sometime late last year, in which until now, I am still doing shards, in your black pass. But of course, there are so many things that I really want to dig deep right here in Astronova. And of course, this is now the opportunity for me and for those of you who are watching this video to learn more and dig deeper on what Astronova is all about right in the Web3 gaming and AI combined. So yeah, this is something that I am really excited to learn. So Faizy, are you all set?
For sure. Ready, born ready.
Okay, so first things first, so Faizy, could you please introduce yourself and Astronova?
For sure. So my name is Faizy, guys, or you can call me DG for short. That's how I'm known in X and other platforms. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Astra Nova, and I've been in the space since 2015 as an early Bitcoiner. Later got into ICU investments, trading. In the Web2 world, I come from a sector of edutech and TradFi. And I have a couple of exits as well with businesses spanning across the Middle East and Asia. My interest in crypto since 2015 grew into more of a very entrepreneurship mindset towards 2020 when COVID hit. That's when me and my partner, who's a hardcore gamer and a successful entrepreneur, we combined forces to make the initiative for the intersection between blockchain and gaming. So that is how Astronova came to be since 2020. And here we are building out the first AI entertainment ecosystem based out of the Middle East and targeting the entire world.
Wow, so you're saying that you guys have started building in 2020. That was during the pandemic times. And here you guys are right now. Look at Astronova. I know that we are getting close, for the highly anticipated launch. So yeah, let's look forward to it. And of course, thank you for introducing yourself, on how did you get started in your journey in this emerging tech space known as Web3, and how you guys built the Astronova. And now, speaking of Astronova, so what really inspired you to build it, and how has the vision evolved over time?
So going back in time, the thing is, I'm mainly coming from, the Web3 side of things itself. I would call myself a degen myself. But I did see a lot of the GameFi projects in 2020, the GameFi summer in 2021, with actual, people just raising money without actual substance. And me and my partner, we found like that as an opportunity because we are actually builders with successful product history and business ventures, which has generated millions in revenue. So looking at that, we saw an actual opportunity to actually build out a solid ecosystem which centers around the game. And yeah, that's one of our main inspirations. My partner on the other side, he's coming from a pure gaming background. He loves playing games. He still plays games. Mainly, his favorite game is Dota, in fact. So we thought that, okay, since we're here, we want to be pioneers in crypto gaming, and let's lead the journey. Since we are early in crypto, we can develop a game of that caliber. Now, it wouldn't have been easy at all if I did not have my partners and my wonderful team, which is backing me. We spent more than 1.5 years finding these right talents, which includes both talents in AAA gaming as well as AI. And this was what we spent our time, the first 1.5 years, in R&D and team building and conceptualizing. Once we were totally confident, we started going with the marketing, community building, and all the things that you see now. It didn't start off just out of the boom. We did time it. We could have raised money and just went ahead with things in the GameFi summer, but we wanted to make things sure that we were here to build and not just make things, inflate things, and just go without any kind of substance. So yeah, we want to be building more and delivering a very solid IP, which spans across the entire globe, and go down as pioneers in Web3 gaming and entertainment.
Oh, wow. So that's really great for us to hear from you, Faizy, on what really inspired you to build Astronova, and of course, the vision that was evolved over time in your game. But we all know that Astronova is more than just a game. So it's an AI driven entertainment ecosystem as well. Now, Faizy, could you break down its core pillars and what makes it revolutionary?
Right. So what we mean by an AI gaming ecosystem is we do have a couple of multitudes of products under this, which is suitable for both hardcore gamers, casual gamers, entertainment focused guys who want to read stories, and even builders who want to create stuff. Now, breaking this down into the ecosystem product, at the core, we have an action RPG game, which has AI and PC agents, which makes the game infinitely replayable and unpredictable, which is completely customized based on how the user interacts with the NPCs in our game. Now, this is a game we're looking which has a lot of cultural references from Persia and from Arabia. So it has an aesthetic of the Middle Eastern vibe. You can think of this as a similar narrative and play like how Black Myth Sun Wukong had from the Chinese folklore in China and was a massive hit. First day they had 1 billion plus in sales. So we are following a similar playbook, but with the Arabian audience, because there is a huge demand for localized games from the region, along with the governments and the support from the region itself, where almost 7 out of 10 of the population identify themselves as gamers, which is a strong market for us to find our product market fit. Now, when it goes to the casual gaming side, we do have a Telegram game, which has more than 200,000 plus monthly active users. This is something we made to cater to the casual gamers who wants to be part of our IP and our ecosystem, but did not want to go for the hardcore gaming. And then we have the questing and loyalty platform, which is a social fi platform called the Black Pass, which has more than 250,000 users. Followed with this, we have our Novatunes, our webcomics app, which will be launching in the next couple weeks. This is how we share this lore and story of Astronova ecosystem to the rest of the world through webtoons and manga series, which we have partnered with a Vietnamese studio, a leading one as such, to craft our webcomics starting from the next couple weeks. This is also how we collaborate with our IP partners, such as Shifu, Shiba Inu, and also Imaginary Ones, which is also partnered with Warner Bros. And Hugo Boss. So all of these IPs will be minting their comics within our application, driving volume, and at the same time having brand crossovers with our stories as well. So this is just a small bit of what we have in store right now. We do have our UGC platform, which is powered by AI, coming soon too. This is how our users get to partake in co-creation of assets and fan fiction, and we value their inputs by rewarding them in shards, in our RVV coin, and also in vouchers and tokenized assets such as gold and silver, which we have with our partnered companies. So this way, our community stays engaged and incentivized as we're developing our core action RPG game, which is, something which will be full of action and combat based, similar to like what people say God of War. So that's our vision, and that's what we are striving to become.
Oh, I could say that it's totally mind blowing for me. You have a hardcore game and then you have a casual game, but I am actually both. But of course, when I do a lot of activities, I most of the time I do the casual game, and of course, you have mentioned about the Nova Tune, which is the comics version,
I'm
and
an otaku myself, so I made a lot of emphasis to make sure this goes very, very successfully. So the Noah Tunes is an initiative which we take a lot of pride in. The studio which we partnered, they have Webtoon exclusives, which has more than 20 million plus readers and viewers, and more than 400,000 plus active subscribers. So it's a very successful studio which we have partnered with to make our webcomic series.
oh wow, that is something that I am also looking forward to. It's also the first time that I have encountered that kind of concept. The web comics. So yeah, I have to be honest with you. I have never seen those that kind of concept in any other projects. It came from you first. Yeah, just makes me pump up right now. Okay. Well, anyways, at least you've shared to us about the ecosystem that you have, which is you have this hardcore game, this casual game, and also the Black Pass, in which that is the activity that I am doing every single day, and of course the upcoming Nova Tune. So yeah, let's look forward to it, Faizy. How does artificial intelligence and AGI technology enhance the Astronova's gaming experience, and what makes it different from traditional games?
Right. So there is actually a big study which went on this. If you look at it, the massive mainstream studios, like the big gaming giants, they're actually closing down studios because they're actually just keep on, it's repetitive titles. There is no reward for actual gamers, and there is no creativity that is lost now, which is what indie game studios are actually fulfilling. Now people, actual gamers, they love indie game studios, this creativity, but indie game studios are finding it hard to set their footing because of all the different challenges, and also the big gaming giants, which is capturing a huge mind share of the gaming audience. Now, how we plan to revolutionize this is with the AI tech, which makes the game replayable and unpredictable. People want something juicy. People want something new. We are giving them that with our AI NPCs. You don't watch a walkthrough of Astronova's playtest or any of our missions and you can complete it. In fact, what you can do is you can just play it because that user experience will be unique to him or her alone. And that way we keep our project and our game very can be actually completed with just a walkthrough video. And this way is how we are integrating it in the main game itself, with our characters, NPC characters giving side quests and even main quests based on how the user interacts. And followed with even the reward system is AI personalized, such as in the Black Pass, as well as the UGC platform, where depending on the user location, their activity, their on-chain data, everything, our personalized system would advise them to go for vouchers, would go for the tokenized assets, and give them a much better yield as opposed to just claiming the shards and just swapping it for a token. So these are features which will be rolled out very, very shortly, and which will make our project stand out compared to the peers. Along with that, we have one more aspect, which is our Playmakers UGC platform, which will have a second build, which will come out towards later this year, which will also have several AI services and tools for having builders create their own mini games and comics and such, utilizing the tooling that we provide. This will be like a second phase of the Playmakers UGC platform, which is in our roadmap. So this way, we want to make sure that our followers and our users are not just mere customers. They're actually part of the ecosystem and they're ambassadors of our project.
Oh wow, I like the sound of that. I'm going back to your early statements. You have mentioned two terms. Number one, unpredictable. Number two, juicy. Yeah.
Juicy stays.
On what makes you guys really different and unique and standing out from the other traditional games. So it is also something that I am also looking forward to because yeah, from time to time I'm a gamer. I am looking for something fresh. I'm looking for something that is unique. So I could finally taste that experience right here on on the Astra Nova itself. Wow. That is something that I am really looking forward to, Faizy. Okay. And also, hopefully, you guys have enjoyed our podcast here with Astra Nova. But of course, I had some other questions here. So I think this is something important that I want to ask you, Faizy. So Astra Nova is an Nvidia Inception partner. So how could you guys leverage AI to reshape storytelling, NPC interactions, and game mechanics?
Right. So as an NVIDIA Inception partner, what this entails is games require a lot of GPU computing and power. So first off, as an Inception partner, we get access to a lot of cloud credits. These things, majority of a cost for a game studio, which is building AAA game like ours, it goes towards a lot in the cloud credits and stuff. This is what NVIDIA offsets as an Inception partner with a very sizable grants, along with GPU costs, where we are able to compute and render a lot of things. All these really fun animations and cinematics and things that you see, they require a lot of computing power, which means we require a lot of GPUs. And this is for our studios. So a lot of that cost is offset thanks to that being our Inception partner with huge discounts, along with their AI services and tools like they have their Nemo, and they also have their NVIDIA Omniverse, which is used for asset creation, for creating more the maps and stuff, which would take us much, it's mainly on the development side of things, that as opposed to if artists and my animators were to do these things over a couple of months, now we are able to do that in just maybe a week or less because of these services and tools that we have with more perfection. So it really helps in delivering the product out much faster to the users, as opposed to us taking all the time in the world to develop something, and then our audience has already changed their mindset, or they've grown too old or changed into something else. So this is a way how we can deliver our product faster to our users. And that's why we were able to also share a couple of our gameplay test updates in the last couple of months, if you have been following us.
Whoa, that's a really amazing, for us to hear from you on how you leverage AI to reshape storytelling, NPC interactions, and the mechanics of the game for Astra Nova, as one of the Inception partners of Nvidia. So yes, I thank you so much for that. Okay, now you have recently partnered with Shiba Inu. So what does this collaboration mean, and how will Shiba holders benefit?
Right. So first off, I would like to say I'm a SHIB holder myself, one early one. I was a SHIB Whale at the 2022s and stuff at the peak time. I was quite active. I have my own Shiboshis, my own my own land, everything. So first off, for me, this is a dream collaboration as a personal as a founder. But for the project itself, this partnership means, first off, it's a strategic partnership. It does not extend to just an IP collaboration on the Nova tunes. this expand towards having their character, the ship mascot, as an in-game companion character within the game. There would be Easter eggs within the game for finding these missions, identifying them, and also we would all have the Shiboshis, the NFT collections of Shiba Inu, also integrated within our game. So giving that utility and at the same time adding more selection for the companion character. There is already an existing companion character race within our game called the Deviants. The ship mascot will be another companion character within our main action RPG game. Now, when it comes to the other elements and ecosystem support, we also have the Nova Tunes, the IP crossover there, where they mint the comics from the Shiba Inu ecosystem directly on our application, along with IP crossovers where we feature them in some of our episodes. They are basically part of our IP that we are creating. And this is something huge because as the number, I think they're number 17 today, number 17th coin in coin market cap, and with their 2 million plus holders, this is one of the largest communities which is rallying behind us and pushing us for all of our campaigns, for all of our builds. The most upcoming one for the Shiba Inu community is our survival mode game, which will be launching towards the end of February or early March. Stay tuned for that. That's a gameplay test which is coming. And that is going to be on the Shibarium chain, Shiba Inu's blockchain. So it extends on multiple angles, and we want to be building with such a community rallying around us. In the future of Astronova.
Oh wow! So that's such an amazing partnership and collaboration that you have revealed to us, about Shiba Inu. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you and the rest of the viewers and subscribers here that until now I still didn't hold a single Shiba Inu token. Yeah, but you did remind me of one of my colleagues that he holds some Shiba Inu during the early times, and he like forgetting about it until like he made a fortune. So yeah, congrats to him. I don't know if he's still holding, by the way. But wow, I mean, this collaboration that you guys have with Shiba Inu is really something, and it's going to be very beneficial for the holders of the Shiba Inu token. Yeah, so thank you so much for that, Faizy. Now, as for my next question, now let's talk about the Black Pass. So this is what I am actually doing right now in the Astronova. I still doing some spinning the wheels and collecting some shards. So how does it connect players, Web3 communities, and real-world rewards within the ecosystem of Astronova?
So Black Pass is basically the gateway for loyalty in Astronova. You have the Black Pass, which is a soul-bound NFT currently on base. You basically have access to being part of our entire ecosystem rewards as well. There are tasks which are in-game tasks. There are tasks which are social-based ones where our users are competing and they're completing it for getting the shards as rewards. Now, these shards are our in-game point system within the IP and the world that we're building, which can be converted for the RVV coin as airdrop. For real-world vouchers, we're partnered with a few top-tier companies like Tilo.io, which has more than 2,000 plus brands which they are partnered with across the world, like Starbucks, Nike, and many more from different lifestyle and fitness brands, which our users can redeem for the vouchers and use them across the world. Last but not the least, they can also convert these shards for tokenized assets like gold and tokenized silver. We do have a partner for tokenized diamond, but that's still in discussion. But these two are on the table, which means for a certain amount of shards, our user will be able to convert those into these tokenized RWA rewards, and now you get actual gold for actually being part of our ecosystem. Now, this is all tokenized, so if you want to redeem it, you will have to take it from the vendor. There will be claims and terms on that, but we make it so that you can actually own part of, all these goods. Just being part of our ecosystem and being part of even the upcoming campaigns that we have, such as the Battle Pass campaign. It's a seasonal thing, and that's how we generate most of our revenue. And we look forward to rewarding more of our users. It's a long journey, we know that, and this is how we want to keep our users and our community rewarded in the process.
Oh wow. I had to admit also, I didn't know, to be honest, that you guys are also into tokenized RWAs. I didn't know that. It's the first time that I've heard it from you, because I've from time to time I've been
That's
exploring
enough.
RWAs. Yeah, we all know that it's a hot narrative right now for this year. I've been exploring a lot of RWAs, but yeah, it's the first time. Wow, it's mind blowing actually, and of course, about the perks of the Black Pass, which is of course the loyalty program. So yeah, let's look forward to it. And I know that you guys who are watching this video, who are participating in the Black Pass campaign of Astra Nova. So you've heard it from Faizy himself about the RVB airdrop. So I know that you guys are excited, about the airdrop of RVB. So yeah, let's keep grinding. Anyways, let's move on to our next question. So yeah, um, you did mention earlier about the Nova Tune. So it is a web comics platform, and it's the first time that I have heard about it. That no other ecosystems or projects have this kind of concept like you do, guys. So how does it fit into Astronova's AI-driven entertainment strategy?
Right. So the thing is, why we are going with this approach is, as we mentioned earlier, we are an entertainment ecosystem. So it's multimedia. It expands not just for gamers, but for all types. We're creating an IP here, something similar to like the Marvel universe, of our own. And that's the kind of approach that we are going with, that some of them might not be gamers, they might be readers. But the good thing about this is there's a study which says that a huge amount of webtoon and manga readers have a huge overlap with hardcore gamers, meaning 50% chances are these guys are the same group of or similar category of people. They are into this kind of entertainment mediums. So this really opened up a channel for us to actually expand our horizons. And me as an otaku, we really wanted to get into the webtoon things. And as my creative director, CSO, he's actually the he used to be like a brand strategist for Coke, Madwell, and a couple of other top tier brands. He plays a key role in directing this product to make sure that we have a very long lasting IP. Because if you guys remember, Pokemon and all these kind of big top tier IPs, they were able to sell anything because they have such loyal users who believes in that IP they made. And we believe that webcomics, this approach that we're doing, can actually create such a long lasting one, especially because we are partnered with one of the top studios who can actually bring our story to life.
Oh wow! So that's what they've explained about the Novatune itself, which is a web comic. So, but my follow-up question for that is, let's say if there's gonna be like few days to launch. So, do we have an opportunity to get like an early access or something for those who have really supported you for a long time? Like an early access before you're going to make it available to the public.
Right. So, really great question. We really value our community holders, especially our NFT holders who have shown us their loyalty by holding our collectibles. Now, in the initial days of Novatunes, we plan to make it free. We follow a Patreon model, a subscription over here, such as by creating initial chapters for free, and there will be like maybe in a week there might be one chapter released for the standard release. But for the holders of Deviants or for our community members, at least for a small initial period of time, they will be having a free, they will be having faster releases of this comics. Now, at a certain point, maybe after a 3 to 6, 5 month period, we would be starting to begin our monetization element, where they would be Patreon system, where if you want to have faster releases, you would have to pay for it, like similar to just like the any other light novels or other comic websites. So that is how we monetize. But at the same time, for those who just want to enjoy the vibe and then they don't mind waiting, they still get the releases of maybe in a week, one chapter. But if they're Patreon, they get 2 to 3 chapters and they're up on speed in the story, what's happening.
So yeah, at this time you've heard from Faizy himself, about the potential early access for those who have really supported, from the beginning, until now. Yeah, we all know that he said about rewarding those who really contributed in the long run. So yeah, this is something that we are looking forward to, in getting the early access of the Nova soon before it even launched to the public. Okay, now let's talk about your casual game on Telegram. So it's all about the Deviant's Fight Club. I've actually opened it on my phone right now. This is the dashboard that I have, the Deviant's Fight Club. How does this game introduce users to Astronova and the AI gaming ecosystem?
So Deviants is our PvP casual game, which we released for Telegram because Telegram has such a huge, wide audience, which loves to play very casual games. Now, how we're planning to acquire users is through, partnering with other top tier projects like we did recently with Fishwar, Bitsport, GameNest, all of these top tier partners. And this is basically a way for our users to play around, earn some shards, get to know about what the heck deviants are. There are in-game companion characters. So every product that we release in our ecosystem, there are interlinked. It's either our companion characters, or it's a story of our actual world, or it is the actual game itself. So this is how the deviants are interacting. They're fighting with each other and stuff. There would be subsequent upgrades to this Telegram game, which has more campaign kind of stories and everything, which shares more stories about what Astronova is and how the world started. Deviants play a key role in the origin of Astronova as the first inhabitants of the world that we are, we are part of. So stay tuned for more updates. Telegram game has more updates to come, which will really, really inspire you to get more deeper into what we have built in.
Oh wow! So we all know that Telegram games are also a hot commodity these days in the Web3 space, especially right here in the Philippines. That a lot of Web2 peeps are already onboarded into the Web3 Telegram gaming. Because of this tap kind of thing. And of course, we all know that creativity and uniqueness is something that would really catch the attention of the gamers. So yeah, this is something unique to me. The Deviant's Fight Club. But unfortunately, when I tried this game, I lost.
It gets harder, and it gets harder the more you level up. So
yeah. So actually, this is my first fight.
Right.
I'm still trying to learn on it. Okay. Well, anyways, let's move on to our next question. You guys have an ongoing pre-sale about your token, which is the RVV, and it's generating boss today. So we all know that there are many tokens that are being released, many projects, ecosystems, whatever. So my question for you, Faizy, is what makes this token unique, and why should investors and gamers get involved right now?
First, I would say, did you miss Shiba Inu?
Oh,
Well,
I see.
If you have missed Shiba Inu, this is basically the first AI coin from the Shiba Inu ecosystem, which is
Oh,
backed by them directly, which also has all live products with revenue. And we have been having even top tier regional backers from Saudi Arabia, with our studios in both Saudi Arabia and India, with both the studios supported by government initiatives, which is a huge offset of costs and stuff. So with the current traction and things that we have, I would be proud to say that this is something unique. It's not something you always see. The narrative right now in the industry is about AI projects, but and we fit very much in line with the trend which is ongoing, which is a good thing because in our crypto industry, it's always best to be in line. And with actual live products and utility, we can actually drive, you know, a lot of user adoption to this project. And being part of this journey early as either NFT holders, or whether you're part of our Black Pass, or you are pre-sale investors in our RVV pre-sale, which is currently ongoing in gems.vip, you're being part of this early. And I think that is a huge opportunity which we are presenting to our community and to all the public who have access, who has awareness to us, because it's not every day that you see a community focused project like ours where we allocate so much for the community. And our tokenomics speaks for itself, as you guys can see on our posts and X post and everything. And we want to make sure that our community gets the best out of this. So right now the sale is live. You guys can check it out. And if you guys think that you want to be part of the next AI entertainment ecosystem, you know where to go.
wow. So yes, you guys heard from Faizy himself, on what makes RVV unique, in terms of its utilities and why should you get involved right now. So yes, the pre-sale is still ongoing right now and it's currently generating buzz. Okay, I have a final question for you, Faizy, and I believe this is also one of the most important questions that we all need to know regarding the future of Astronova. So, with AI Web3 gaming evolving rapidly, so where do you see Astronova in the next 2 to 3 years?
So really amazing question. In the short term, we see us having our beta version of our game releasing later towards second half of this year. Towards the end of next year, we plan to release our full action RPG experience, which has the AI and PC agents. And that will be a campaign mode single player game, which will be on PC and other platforms like Xbox and PlayStation. And we would be mass marketing that in collaboration with huge regional entities from the region, like from Saudi Arabia, like the Saudi Esports and a few others. As a leading game studio from this region, we will be getting a lot of traction that way, doing a lot of tournaments, and also focusing on other communities which love gaming, like the Philippines, the Asia, and many more. And that is what we see is an initial level, and then we will expand it to a multiplayer model and also eventually an MMORPG. This is not a short-term project. This is a long-term project. We spent already 4 years. We think we have more years to go for getting to the MMORPG level, but you will be seeing the product and all the things that we push out, with the RPG full game coming out next year, and the multiplayer game coming out within 1.5 years from then. So as the saying goes, builders will continue building, and we will build to see a better future and changing how the landscape of gaming is going to be.
Wow, so this is really something that would make me and the enthusiasts, the Web3 gamers, the AI guys out there, you give us plenty of reasons on why we should be excited about Astronova in the next 2 to 3 years. So this is something that we would like to look forward to. So Thank you so much for that, Faizy. So, before we wrap things up, do you have some last minute words for our amazing viewers and subscribers who are tuning into our podcast today?
So first off, thank you, Jeff, for having me here. It was a pleasure. Really enjoyed my time here, and I would like to say that to all the viewers, which is checking out Jeff. He's a great guy. Got some really amazing stuff going. And if you guys want to get engaged and get involved with Astronova, feel free to follow us on our X. That's where all the alpha goes. And to be part of our community, please make sure that you join our Telegram and Discord. Our team is always there to help you out in case you have any trouble with the game while playing, any technical difficulty. And if you guys are really interested in being part of our pre-sale, feel free to check us out. All the details on our X as well. All the links are there. Stay safe, and hope you guys join us and be part of what we're building. Cheers, guys.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for today's episode. So we have the co-founder and CEO of Astra Nova, Mr. Faizy Ahmed. So Faizy, once again, thank you so much for your time here with us today. And also, I would like to say thank you to all of our amazing viewers and subscribers who are tuning in to our podcast today with Astra Nova co-founder and CEO Faizy Ahmed. So I hope you guys have enjoyed your time with us today, on listening on what Astronova has in store for us, especially on what would be its future in 2 to 3 years from now. And of course, don't forget about their ongoing pre-sale of the RBB token. Of course, for those of you who are hunting airdrops, so make sure that you can get started, with the Astronova Black Pass. So just like what Faizy had mentioned, so you can follow them on their official socials on X, Discord, and more. And of course, since we are here on YouTube, so if there are some questions, guys, that were not covered right here in this video, so feel free to ask right here in the comment section. And hopefully you guys, Astronova, especially you, Faizy, could take your time to answer these questions, from the community in the comment section of this YouTube video. So yeah, to be honest, I have enjoyed learning from you, Faizy. It's not just about the Black Pass, the Deviant game, the NFT, and so there's so much stuff that I have learned from you today. The first time I've heard about, you guys are involved into tokenizing, the RWAs, and how is it really connected into your ecosystem. Wow, this is really mind blowing. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this, and I'm really looking forward for more collaborations in the near future, Faizy. Okay. And of course, this is in collaboration with We Advertisers. So I would like to thank WeAD, for this one-of-a-kind collaboration with Astronova. So let's look forward for something more. And of course, guys, make sure that you don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates, regarding everything about Web3, airdrops, DeFi, gaming, and more, especially podcasts and AMAs like this one. I am also available in X. So you can follow me on X. You can follow me on TikTok. So it's right here on my video description. Okay, so once again, this is yours truly, your not so average content creator, Jeff Caceres, aka NomadFury. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.